Hi there, this is Jason Regenscheid with Edina Realty. Today I want to talk a little bit about a contract for deed. It's becoming a very common option for people, but there are a few misconceptions out there about the contract for deed and the process that you have to go through to get in on a contract for deed. Well, it's a great way to own a home after you've had a foreclosure or a bankruptcy or just a bad credit spell. There are a few things you need to know before you purchase on a CD to protect yourself as a buyer. A contract for deed is much like a normal mortgage, except obviously the seller is carrying the mortgage on that property. They're carrying the financing or carrying the paper per se. They're playing the role of the bank. The number one rule when it comes to purchasing on a contract for deed, and I cannot stress this enough, is that the seller must own that home for cash. If they carry a mortgage on the property, there's what's called a due on sale clause in that mortgage that requires the seller to pay off the balance of the mortgage if they sell the property. So when they sell it to you on a contract for deed, they're then required to pay that mortgage off. And in most cases, if they can't do that, the bank can then come and foreclose on the house, which you technically own, but you really don't at that point because they violated the terms of their mortgage. So the number one rule is always that seller must own the house for cash. And there's a lot of agents out there that will advertise contract for deed available when the seller still owes a mortgage on the property, so it's not really available. So you have to be a little bit careful with that. When you do find a house that the seller does own for cash and you're good to go, the price, the terms, the interest rate, the balloon payment are all negotiable, which is great for you as a buyer. You can kind of pick and choose and custom tailor a plan to yourself. In a lot of cases, people are doing a 3 to 5 year balloon payment, so after the 3 to 5 year balloon is up, they're going out and just getting a conventional mortgage on the property and then paying off the contract for deed. The majority of the time people are obviously using contract for deeds because they had that bad credit spell. So they're using the 3 to 5 year balloon to rebuild their credit and then go out and get a traditional mortgage against the property. In most cases, sellers are looking for at least 10% down on a contract for deed. So that's something that you really want to work towards, is having that 10% down so that the sellers have a little bit of collateral. Otherwise, obviously, they're not going to carry the financing for you if you don't have any kind of collateral to put down. If you have the 10% down and you're looking for a contract for deed, I do have homes available. It's something that I work with different investors as well as builders, so there's new construction and existing available. If you have any questions, feel free to email me either through any kind of Craigslist ad or through my website. I'll also be posting on my blog quite frequently about contract for deed and what's available out there. So if you have any questions, feel free to email or call at any time. Like I said, I'm always here to help. Any questions, let me know. Thanks and have a great day.